Carlos Mendoza is kind enough to join us now as well with the headset on. And Carlos, just starting big picture, how's camp been so far?
Oh, it's going well. Other than the news that we got out of the gate with Montes going down and then Sean Manaya, you hate to see that, but overall, it's going well.
Carlos, what have you learned about Juan Soto that you didn't know before he started to play on your team?
Yeah, first thing is the quality of the person. What a great human, humble. He's just, everybody sees what he does on the field, but just watching him prepare, watching him go about his routine and the interactions with the players, the connections, it's been incredible. You go in the cages with him and you watch him go through the whole routine, and then you watch him take batting practice, and then he's taking balls off the bat. It's just everything in his preparation that, you see it on the field and like, all right, there's a reason this guy is talented, but the way he prepares is amazing.
Okay, so what went through your head when you saw Juan Soto hit his first home run in his first at-bat?
It's pretty incredible, everybody knows it, and then he goes out there and first at-bat, and not only he hits a homer, he goes the other way with ease, and that's what we've seen in batting practice. He's a guy that he doesn't pull baseballs. He just try to go the other way with authority, hit line drives all over the field. And then for him to go out there that first at bat, it's kind of like, I'm here, So the feeling in the dugout, even though it was a spring training game, it was pretty incredible.
How did you, Carlos, follow his free agency and also that of Pete Alonso as well? Like in your role, how did you follow it and what was your involvement?
Yeah, with Juan, I was a part of the first meeting that took place in LA. One more batter, okay. That was basically it, met with him, with Steve, Alex, David. I was just a part of that first initial meeting, and then after that, I wasn't involved much. Every so often, I had an update from David. We pretty much talk every day or every other day, seems like, but in a lot of different topics. And every week or so, it was like, nothing new. So I wasn't, I didn't have much, all the way till the end when. I think it was the same day that we got him. Like that morning, got a text from David Stern saying there's a lot of action on Soto. But that was it. Everybody was just kind of like waiting for him to make that decision. And okay, let's see what's going to happen next. But I was just a part of that first meeting, and then after that, it was just getting updates from David. And then with the Pete,
catcher's challenging a previous pitch.
On a 96-mile-an-hour fastball from Tyler McGill. And so it is a strike. What do you think of this, Carlos?
You know what? I like it. I like it. And it goes to show you that umpires, they have a tough job to do. For them to be calling balls and strikes or making those decisions in real time is not easy. And we see it where they miss by inches, and they either call a ball and then it gets overturned. All right, I gotta go make a pitching change. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Let me see your jog.
Here we go.
Looks like we found the headset.
There you go. Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Somebody hid it from you.
No, I got back here and it's like no headphones. What's going on?
This one is sliced in the air toward the corner from Scott.
How important is versatility with your team, especially with the players where they're playing today? Luis Angel Acuna at third base. You got Beatty at second today. McNeil continues to play all over the place.
Yeah, as a manager, it's always a good feeling when you got so many players that can give you options. And, not only when you're making out a lineup, but when you're making move in games. Let's see what we got here. Nice play. Not only when you're making lineup decisions, but when you're managing the game and you're trying to, whether you're playing the matchup where you're potentially going to pinch hit from someone, or you're trying to pinch run for someone, or just late innings defensive replacement, and adding a guy like, whether it's an Acuna, De Los Santos, or Beatty, we're looking at him today. You know, Acuna for the first time getting a start at third, Beatty getting a start at second base. De Los Santos is a guy that we know can play all over the infield. So as a manager, that's a good feeling. Then you got a guy like Jeff, who's a second baseman that you could put him in left field, you can put him in right field, and it's natural for him. And then you had a guy like Tyrone Taylor in the outfield that can play multiple positions. You know, he can go get it, whether it's in center, right, left. Jesse Winker is a guy that can play corner outfield as a left-handed bat. So I have a lot of different options and a lot of different ways I could go and when I'm managing the game, and that's a good feeling, and it's important.
Carlos, how about the starting rotation? You had mentioned, obviously, the unfortunate injuries to Minaya and Montas. How do you feel about the state of pitching right now for you guys?
I feel really good, and we feel like as an organization, we had depth going into camp, and we got tested right away. But yesterday was a very good day for us after watching Senga for the first time, Peterson for the first time against, other teams. They've been throwing live BP and things like that. Today with Tyler McGill making his first start here, watching a Clay Holmes, and then Blackburn coming off that freaky injury that he had late in the year. Let's see Albi here. Well, that guy flies.
Yes, he does.
And then we added Griffin Canning on the mix too. So we feel good with the options that we got. We just got to keep these guys healthy, and that's the case right now. We just got to keep it that way. But we feel really good about it. And not to mention, some of the kids that we were able to see, like whether it was last week with Tipwell, with Spro. Those are some exciting arms that are going to be in AAA, and they're going to be knocking out the door.
Carlos, how important is it for Holmes to establish that changeup so he's got another pitch to go with the sinker and slider?
Acuna. Oh, look, it's a weapon for him. That's a pitch that we all know Clay was a sinker slider guy as a reliever, but as a starter, that's a pitch that he's going to need to get through a lineup not only twice, but a potential third time through. And he's becoming a weapon. We like where he's at with the pitch, and I'm excited about it.
Carlos, thank you for doing this.
Thank you, guys.